Hey Facts TV fam, welcome back to your favorite place for weird, wild, and mind-blowing facts. Today, we're diving into a global showdown with economic punches and tariff takedowns. Yep, we're talking about the China-USA trade war. You might think trade wars are boring, but stick around, we've got celebrities, TikTok drama, pig prices, and even a little bit of soybeans. Let's go. So, what is a trade war? A trade war is like an argument between countries, but instead of yelling, they hit each other with tariffs, which are taxes on imports. Imagine charging your ex $10 every time they borrow your hoodie. That's basically it. In this case, it's the United States versus China, two of the biggest economies in the world. It started in 2018, when President Trump accused China of unfair trade practices like stealing tech secrets and manipulating currency. So, he imposed tariffs on hundreds of billions of dollars worth of Chinese goods. China clapped back with their own tariffs, and boom, we had ourselves a trade war. At one point, over 2/3 of U.S. imports from China were taxed. That's like adding a tax to almost everything at Walmart. Now let's get to the fun facts that'll make you go, what? China slapped a tariff on American pork, and since pork is the #1 meat in China, prices went up like crazy. At one point, pork prices jumped over 100% in a year. People were paying more for bacon than some electronics. China used to buy tons of American soybeans, but after the tariffs, sales dropped big time. The U.S. government had to bail out farmers with $28 billion in aid, more than the entire budget of NASA that year. Did you know Apple's iPhones are mostly made in China? At one point, there was a chance iPhones would get hit with tariffs, which could have made them hundreds of dollars more expensive in the U.S. But after backlash, the government gave Apple a break. Because let's face it, no one wants to pay $2,000 for a phone that still cracks when you drop it. The trade war spilled over into apps. In 2020, the U.S. tried to ban TikTok, citing Chinese data security concerns. Millions of teens freaked out. The app survived, but it became a major symbol of U.S.-China tech tensions. Believe it or not, Canada and Mexico felt the trade war effects too. Why? Because they're part of global supply chains. Car parts, electronics, even ketchup got more expensive due to global tariffs. Yes, ketchup. So, who won the trade war? Short answer, nobody really. Both countries lost billions. By 2020, U.S. companies had paid over $80 billion in tariffs, money that usually gets passed on to consumers. China's economy slowed too, but they found other markets to sell to. Some companies just moved factories to countries like Vietnam and India to avoid tariffs. Think of it like a messy breakup. Both sides lost money, blamed each other, and nobody wants to admit who started it. Since 2021, things have cooled off a bit. The Biden administration kept many of Trump's tariffs in place, but negotiations have resumed. Fun twist, some U.S. companies have started buying more from Mexico instead of China, a trend called nearshoring. And guess what? Even despite the trade war, China is still America's biggest supplier of goods. It's like fighting with your roommate, but still borrowing their phone charger every night. And finally, fun fact, at one point there was a tariff on toothpicks. Yep, we went to war over pork, phones, and even tiny wooden sticks. Because in a trade war, everything's fair game. So there you have it, a global clash of economics, soybeans, TikTok drama, and yes, even toothpicks. Which fact surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun facts about the wild world we live in. This is Facts TV, and we'll see you in the next one.